matter. It ends up on the internet. It's all fine. This is Wayne. We're still here at the Shirley Povich Center for Journalism Symposium. We have the famous Terp, Bonnie Bernstein. Last time you saw her on TerpTalk, she was on the court at Cole Fieldhouse going over the history of coal. So how was your first trip to the Povich Symposium?
It was awesome. This event has such a wonderful reputation, not just in the Maryland community, but in the journalism industry. And being able to talk about something as personal to me as the move to the Big Ten, it was great. And obviously the panelists were incredible, so it was nice to be among them.
Yeah, from the back in press row, it seemed like it veered into a political discussion of education in the future versus money today. What was your take on the, if you want to, on the political aspect of what McMillan said about pretty much selling your soul for sports?
Well, I think you have to take every aspect of the situation into account. If the athletic department were not in the dire financial straits, would we have made that decision? I wasn't part of making the decision, so it's not fair of me to speculate. But the bottom line is the financial situation is what it is. But when you take into account all that this move to the Big Ten entails, from the financial benefits to the strength of the conference to the incredible academic opportunities it provides for an institution that prides itself in the amount of research that comes out of College Park. It's not that there's a choice. You can't turn back now. So I think it's incumbent upon all of us to find out how to embrace it and make the best of the opportunity.
Well, I'd certainly agree that it's done, and we have to move on, and sooner or later the words ACC come off the floor in Comcast, and they'll be cut out of the turf.
Well, they may come off the floor, but the memories will never go away. And the interesting thing is, for older generations who grew up embracing the ACC for everything incredible that comes along with being a charter member of the conference, those memories don't die when they take ACC off the court at Comcast. So we keep those with us and we create new memories. And for the younger generations of Terp fans who freshmen will be coming in, they won't know what it's like to be a part of the ACC unless they grew up in this area or really familiar. All they'll know is the Big Ten. And the kind of cool thing is they will experience the birth of new rivalries.
True.
I obviously wasn't around when the Maryland-Duke rivalry was born in the 50s. I lived it.
Sure. But it was a lot more intense when you went here and when we went here. I mean, the first big rivalry games were South Carolina, and then they left, and we lived.
Right. And
then
I think
Georgia
a lot of people
Tech
don't even know that South Carolina used to be.
And then Georgia Tech showed up and was horrible, and they became our big rivals when they had Price at guard and Kenny Anderson showed up.
And it's all cyclical. It really is.
Right. So it might be Michigan State. It could be Rutgers.
And it makes sense it's Ohio State because everybody in the Big Ten seems to hate Ohio State.
Right. Well, we're not going to like them.
I don't know.
Yeah. Is it good to have a Duke? Is it good to have, in the sense that Duke keeps saying that it's not? Are we ever going to find anybody that admits that they hate us as much as we hate them?
Honestly, I don't think Duke hated us as much as we hated them because they dominated the rivalry.
So what good's that relationship? I mean, I've always hated Penn State. Sometimes I don't think Penn State knows we exist. I hate Penn State more than Duke.
I can't even argue that because I probably feel the same way.
So, all right, well, thanks for talking. I'm sure. Are you going to be back more? Because we didn't see you for a long time. You show up at Cole, you show up here.
I'm back at least 4 or 5 times a year. I'm on 2 boards at the journalism school, and I host Terp Vision, which is the quarterly show we do that showcases a lot of great things that go on around campus and what some of our alum are doing. So I'm here more than you think. You may just not see me.
Okay, we'll just have to look for you more often. Thanks for being on TerpTalk.
Thank you.